Whoa, wait a minute, stop! Hello everyone, Rinne Tensei here, and I apologize for stopping this video. But with the new year almost upon us, and of course many changes have been come to pass on the YouTube community, some good and some, well, not so good. But on behalf of Lunar Spiral 1127, since today is her birthday, happy birthday Lunar, it is about time that this channel also goes through a change. So on behalf of Lunar Spiral 1127, I give you, ladies and gentlemen, the new intro. Enjoy.
Hey guys, LunarSpiral27 here, and I hope you've enjoyed that new intro. It was created by a fellow YouTuber and a very good friend of mine, King of Kilps. So big shout out to him and a big thank you. And also, go check out his channel. His videos are really good. So with Naruto finally out of its hiatus, let's get started with Naruto chapter 656, Transfer. So the chapter begins with Obito lying on the ground, looking up into the sky. And you get a good big close-up on his eye, and from the reflection you get to see this bright light, which is coming from Naruto's massive Rasen Shuriken, which he managed to complete. With Naruto, he launches the Rasen Shuriken towards Madara, who has been immobilized by Hashirama's Wood Dragon, and this Wood Dragon apparently is sapping out all of Madara's chakra. Well, not all of it, but sapping out his chakra, at least enough for him not to use any chakra absorption technique. And apparently this was enough for Madara to not do anything because he gets hit by the Rasen Shuriken. Now, the thing is, with the fight between Hashirama and Madara that was going on, it was a bit of a shame that we didn't get to see how Madara did get captured by that Wood Dragon technique. This would give some good opportunity for the anime to add a little bit more filler if they want to extend it, since Naruto, as of this moment, is reaching its final phase. Now, the Allied Shinobi forces are heading towards where the Rasen Shuriken got hit, and Sai actually managed to come in and help Naruto so that he could fly towards where Madara is. Now, meanwhile, we cut to Gaara and the remaining Bijus. We actually get to see Shikaku and Gaara interacting with each other for the very first time, honestly. Gaara wanted to use the Sabakuso Taiso, which is the Desert Layered Imperial Funeral, but in order to do so, he needs Shikaku's power. But Shikaku just tells him off that he's no longer Jinchuriki, so he's not gonna order him around. But Gaara said that he was just asking him a favor, not an order. And if he doesn't want to do it, then that's fine because Gaara will ask someone else. Now, we don't really know about Shikaku that much, but we do know that, according to Yuki, of course, that he hated Kurama. And it seems that they have some sort of rivalry between the two, or I guess Shikaku never even liked Kurama that much. And since Gaara has gotten close to Naruto and Kurama, I guess at this point, Shikaku decides to agree. Although he does say if a fox can transform 7 times, a raccoon can do it 8 times. According to the translation note, in Japanese proverbs, foxes and raccoons are said to have the ability to transform into humans. Shikaku was referring this to say that raccoons are superior, and he's just doing this on his free will, and he's just not doing this for Gaara, unlike the rest of the Biju, who plan to also help Gaara as well, since Gaara was a friend of Naruto's, and since Gaara considers Naruto as his very first friend. I actually thought this was kind of nice because we get to see interactions between Gaara and Shikaku, which we've never seen, especially since part 1. And hopefully in the next chapter we get to see the Bijus doing something. So when we cut to Madara, we see him being immobilized by these things. I totally forgot what they were called. They look like those pillar gates that Naruto used once to immobilize Kurama. And it's no surprise that the Rasen Shuriken wasn't really enough to take him down, but I'm assuming that it was actually enough to for his body to start regenerating so that Hashirama would have the time to immobilize his body. And with that, all that's left now is to seal him and this war is done. But we see Madara, who's got this evil look on his face, so he is up to something. And then we cut to Obito, Minato, and Kakashi. Since Obito had the bijou, the Jubi, extracted from him. It's only a matter of time for Obito to die. Yay! But however, according to the other Kurama, the Jubi's Jinchuriki is an exception because even if you remove the bijou from the Jubi's Jinchuriki, his life will not be in mortal danger. Thanks to the Ghetto Mazo, even though it's an empty vessel, it still contains a tremendous life force. Even though other Jinchurikis had their bijou extracted and their portions of the Jubi itself, they die. Really? So if you have a portion of the Jubi and you get that extracted from you die. However, you have like all 9 portions and you get that extracted, you don't die? I guess it's because of Getamazo, because of the empty shell, I guess that would make sense, but really? Okay, but it does have some side effects with Obito. So, because even if he has the Jubi extracted from him, he will be paralyzed for quite a long time. Since this happened before with the Rikudo Sennin was also weakened, and of course he couldn't move, since he was the one that extracted the Jubi and distributed its chakras into 9 different parts. Now the question is, if he didn't die from getting the Jubi extracted from his body, how did the Rikudo Sennin die? Well, probably old age. Kakashi was going to head towards where the others are, leaving Minato with Obito. However, Obito, even though he's supposedly paralyzed and can't move, he still has enough strength to make this hand sign. Now, Minato asked him what he was doing, and Obito is saying, "I'm doing the thing that the man used in order to betray me." Oh shit. Obito is going to use Rinne Tensei. Fuck. No. No. We had that with Nagato, and Nagato was an exception because Nagato and Naruto did have a connection. We understand why Nagato did all this. Okay, granted, I would be happy if Neji was alive and all, but then what the hell was the point of all this war and the deaths, the so-called deaths that we've seen for these past 100 and something chapters? Obito didn't really understand why Nagato even betrayed him in the first place, because Nagato intentionally was supposed to use Rinne Tensei on Madara, but he used it to resurrect everybody that he killed in Konoha. Now he realized why Nagato betrayed him. And then he says that since Nagato and Naruto were Jiraiya's disciples, in actuality, that would mean that Jiraiya was the one to defeat him. And he thought that he would be able to atone for his sins since he was the one that gave up on becoming Hokage and failed to resonate his feelings and emotions with his comrades. And he also says that he no longer has the right to meet up with Rin in the afterlife. Look, even if he does go to the afterlife, I highly doubt that he would meet Rin because he would definitely go down below than up above. However, Kakashi wanted Obito to actually continue living and pay penance for the sins he's committed. You know, if he does live, then the only way he could possibly atone for his sins was, get arrested and go to jail. Thank God, the next page, Black Zetsu pops out underground and he latches onto Obito. And by the way, good job, Minato Kakashi, for, not doing anything. I mean, seriously, you'd see Black Zetsu on Obito, you'd think that they would initially do something since these two are really fast, but no, I guess not. Also, it begs the question, what the hell happened with Black Zetsu in the first place? Last time we saw him, Chojiro and the others were fighting against him. We didn't know if he was dead or captured, but I guess he probably escaped and he came all the way here. We didn't know what the hell happened to Black Zetsu. He was gone for over 150 chapters, give or take. Sai uses one of his sealing techniques, the Fuinjutsu Koshi Tanden, the one he used to seal one of the 7 swordsmen of the mist. Now, Madara thanked Naruto for weakening Obito, because if he didn't do so, he wouldn't have been able to activate his trump card. Now, Black Zetsu managed to possess Obito, using the Rinne Tensei to bring back Madara. And he was able to free himself from the sealing jutsu and Hashirama's technique. If your former comrade is being possessed by a black thing, which is created by Madara's will, you could kill him. I mean, think about it. This could have been easily avoided if they killed Obito so that Black Zetsu wouldn't be able to possess him. I'm pretty sure Black Zetsu can't possess a dead person. And now he is immortal. He has a full body again, And that is where the chapter ends. So yeah, that is Naruto chapter 656. What did I think? Well, compared to like the last previous chapters, this is actually better. I was getting really worried that Obito was going to resurrect everybody, who's gonna do what Nagato did, which would have been like, no, just no. But thank God for Black Zetsu screwing everything up for him. Thank you, Black Zetsu. But the thing is, now that Madara now has a body, a true body, that means that he's no longer immortal. He doesn't have unlimited chakra. He can't regenerate if his body's damaged because he needed to become alive in order to become the Jubi's Jinchuriki. But the remaining Bijus have been extracted from Obito. So how is he going to get all the Bijus inside him so that they could combine into the Jubi so that he could become the Jubi Jinchuriki to use the infinite Tsukiyomi? Not only that, but he's got to deal with Hashirama, because Hashirama is still Rinne Tensei. He's still got unlimited chakra. He's still immortal. You gotta deal with Naruto, you gotta deal with Sasuke, you gotta deal with everybody else, the undead Hokages. So this is a bit of a disadvantage that Madara might have, since now he doesn't have the advantages that he used to have since he was in Rinne Tensei. But I can understand like why he did this, so that he could be able to take over and cast the infinite Tsukiyomi on everybody. And I guess if you think about it, it makes sense that why he took so long for him to use his trump card. He wanted Obito to become weakened so that he could like use him to become mortal and become the Jubi Jinchuriki now. I guess that explained like why he was standing around there doing nothing, why he was mostly fighting Hashirama most of the time. Although with Black Zetsu, I wasn't expecting it to be Black Zetsu though. But then again, if you think about it, it kind of did make sense. But then again, it doesn't explain what the hell happened with Black Zetsu in the first place. Why it took him so long to get there. I will see how this goes in the next chapter. If this goes pretty well, then good job, Kishi. But on the plus side, Obito's dead. Yay! Best birthday gift ever! Because no more dealing with all that Rin bullshit now. And if you guys think that I'm being heartless, I'm not. I have sympathy towards other characters, even though they're not real, but with Obito, I have no sympathy whatsoever with him. I'm glad he's dead. He should have thought twice to agree with going along with Madara's plan in the first place. Unless it was Black Zetsu who took over Obito's body, and he might be the one to replace him being dead. So Black Zetsu might be dead, but I hope that's not true because I actually want Obito to be dead. Next week's chapter, I'm not sure how this is gonna go. We'll probably get to see Madara probably actually finally doing something instead of like waiting there, which we understand why, because he had to get his trump card ready, which was Black Zetsu. Although I don't get why the hell it took him so long in the first place. Hopefully that will be explained. And the whole thing with the Jubi's Jinchuriki not being able to die, I guess it kind of makes sense, but really, I just felt like it was bullcrap to me. Because when it comes to other Jinchurikis getting their Bishus extracted, they die. When it came to the Jubi, it's completely different. I guess probably because since the Jubi's Jinchuriki, the life force of it is a lot stronger than the portions of it. But it felt like it was a little bit of a retcon, but whatever. So overall, compared to like the previous chapters, this was actually better. I'm still a bit iffy about Madara now no longer being in Rinne Tensei, but I'll just wait for next week to see how this will turn out. This might turn out pretty good, and thank God that Obito did not pull a Nagato, because I was so worried for like the middle part of that chapter. So yeah, that was Naruto chapter 656. This was better than previous chapters. Tell me guys, what do you think about this chapter? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you looking forward to seeing what Madara will do now? You think Obito is finally dead for real? I hope he is. Let me know in the comments below, and also be sure to like the video if you like it, and subscribe for more videos. Also be sure to check out my Facebook fan page and Google+. So yeah, that is Naruto chapter 656. I'm Rinne Tensei, and I will see you guys later. Bye.